When was the last time you watched a TV show at the specific time according to the TV schedule, or listened to a radio program or an interview because it was on at a specific time on the schedule? When was the last time you did anything according to how the publishers of that material wanted you to engage with it? How we access news, entertainment, and information through documentaries and things like that has fundamentally changed. Instead of listening to radio at, say, 8:30 in the morning for a specific program, you can listen to it via podcast when you want, where you want, how you want. Instead of watching, say, the Sunday night movie at 8:30 on a Sunday night on one of the network TV stations, that movie is going to be on, Netflix or Stan or Binge or one of those services that you're probably already subscribed to. You can watch it when you want, where you want. You can pause it, get up, make yourself a cup of tea, come back and continue to watch it. So this appointment engagement has become a thing of the past, but it's what big media was built on. Newspapers, magazines, TV shows, radio stations, they're all built on this appointment engagement with what they produce. And it's gone. You've got the streaming services, you've got YouTube, going crazy. People getting a lot of their content via YouTube from makers who are just making content themselves, previously kind of in an amateur type situation, and now they're making money from it. TikTok is very much the same. And every man and their dog's got a podcast about all sorts of topics. So we don't need to listen to, the shock jocks in the morning and their blathering mouths going on about stuff. We can listen to podcasts that we may find more interesting, about topics that we find more interesting. There are hundreds and hundreds of thousands of podcasts out there. And the same with content on YouTube and TikTok. My point is, all of that old media stuff built around appointment type engagement, scheduled engagement, whether it's TV shows or movies or radio programs, that's gone. And how people access the news that's in the daily newspaper, well, by the time the newspaper's printed and in the shop, it's out of date. By the time the magazines are in the shop with, celebrity shots or whatever, it's already been long since published on phones and whatever other devices we get information from. How does this relate to retail? Retail's similar in the sense that you've got to think about retail as being this appointment type engagement. Your shop is open, say, between, 7 and 5 or 8 and 5 or 8 and 6 or whatever it happens to be. There are appointed hours. They're specific hours when you're saying to your customers, this is when you shop with me. The same as the TV networks used to say, this is when you sit down to watch the news. Well, it's not when I want to get the news. I want to get the news as it's happening. And I've got a number of ways that I can do that. And if I want to watch a TV show, I want to watch it wherever and whenever I want to, at a time of my own choosing. So if I'm shopping for new runners or for shirts or whatever, I want to shop for them when I want to shop for them. I don't want to be dictated to by an appointment that somebody else has set up or a schedule that somebody else has set up. And I think this is lost in the consideration of online. There's the whole trend about online, discussion around online because people are going online because it's convenient. I get that, it is. But I think it's also part of this shift away from appointment engagement with things. The appointments with the TV schedule are over. Appointments with radio schedules for certain programs are over. I love Media Watch on ABC. I can't watch it when it's on, so I watch it whenever I choose through the iView app. And the same with all of my I do not watch any free-to-air TV, haven't watched it for many years because I choose what I want when I want. Same with shopping. I'm not an avid shopper, but I will shop when I want something. I will go and shop for it. And typically that's going to be 8 or 9 o'clock at night. And I don't want to get in the car and go down to the shops because they're not going to be open anyway. And that's why online is a thing. And so for retailers who don't present themselves online, who don't make themselves available when shoppers want, they're missing this opportunity. And, if you look at the media outlets, they all realize this in terms of how they distribute their content. You've got, say in Australia, you've got the Nine network that also owns Stan. So it's got that ability to get the revenue through the streaming service and support people through that. So those who aren't watching the shows live have got another method to get access to this information. The same is true for radio. You know, you've got the various radio networks, but they've all got strong podcasts of programs that they're publishing live to air, but you've got podcast product that people can access anytime and anywhere. You've got to think about your shop in the same way, in the sense that if you are only opening and only selling through an open shop where people come through the front door, yeah, you're missing people who aren't in your region. Big issue. You're also missing people in your region who can't shop with you when you're open. But the bigger thing is, you've got other people right around the country and around the world who may want to buy what it is you happen to have, and they want to buy it as and when it suits them. And so my question for you is, are you running a retail business where you set the appointment time, where the shopper can only shop with you when you choose, or are you open to when the shopper wants to shop with you? I think that's a way to think about it. You know, I own a software company. Of course, I'm going to say, get a website, because my company develops websites for retailers. And I'm going to pitch that to you and say, go ahead and do that. And look, that, you know, that's a reasonable thing for us to pitch. But the bigger picture here is this shift that's occurred. And because people are enjoying the ability to watch what they want when they want, listen to what they want when they want, to take it with them, you know, on their phone, goes with them anywhere and everywhere, or their iPad or other tablet or whatever. They want that flexibility. And as a retailer, if you're not giving people that flexibility, I think it's a missed opportunity. And I think it's probably the most compelling reason why you want to have a website for your business, so that people can shop when they want, where they want, how they want with your business, and they can find you without you actually having to physically talk to them or have your shop door open for them to come through the front door. All I would say is think about it, and it could be the reason you consider to get a website for your business, or maybe not. But I do think that world has changed. That physical world has changed, partly because of what we can see through what's happening with the distribution of news and entertainment. Thanks for watching.